Afternoon, everybody. We're going to go ahead and mute the audio right now so we're not flagged on YouTube, but just wanted you guys to know that the audio does work. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it down for now, and we'll get going here in just a few minutes. Welcome, Smoky Valley volleyball fans, to Varsity Court here in Lindsborg, Kansas, as we are getting ready to host this evening's triangular volleyball match, Smoky Valley versus Hoisington, and then Halstead also joining us here for the second and third matches. So schedule, I've got there on the scoreboard at 5 o'clock. We'll be starting here in just a few minutes. High school versus Smoky Valley versus Hoisington. And then following that, Hoisington versus Halstead. And then finally, to close out the evening, it'll be the high school, Smoky Valley High School versus Halstead. I call it the high school because, hey, I work here, and I keep saying it's the high school. So you know what I mean. Hopefully everybody can hear and can see. Looks like we've got a few people connected. If you visit live.smokyvalley.org, I think that's probably how you ended up here. But if you want to jump over to the JV matches, we've got that also live streaming. So you can get all kinds of volleyball action here today from here in Lindsborg. Because I'm up here in the perch, I do not have any idea who all is starting and who all is playing, especially for Hoisington. I do have a little bit of an idea for Smoky Valley, of course, but for the Hoisington squad, I don't know quite who all will be starting. I am familiar with a couple of the players there with Hoisington, but I don't know. I really don't know who's going to be doing what. I don't even have records. Sorry, guys. I am ill-prepared. It's been a Tuesday. It's been a Monday on a Tuesday. So I also wanted to give a quick shout out that Thursday is our next volleyball match, and it is also here at home. We are hosting Chapman and Nickerson. Same schedule, starting at 5 o'clock, and hopefully y'all can join us and tune in and cheer on the Vikes here. So busy week of volleyball, though, for the Vikings. And then I think that there's a tournament on Saturday. I've got that listed on the live.smokyvalley.org site. Belle Plaine, that's right. I remember typing Belle Plaine. I think we've got a JV tournament also at Abilene. So just a busy week for Smoky Valley volleyball all the way around. A lot of home events here this week, too. We had home JV football last night versus Wichita Trinity. And tonight, obviously, we're hosting home volleyball triangular. Tomorrow night, we get a little bit of a break. And then Thursday, we're right back at it here with volleyball. Like I said, with Chapman and Nickerson versus Smoky Valley. Excuse me. And then Friday, we have a home football game versus Heston. And I believe the kickoff time on that will be 7 p.m.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
I think we're going to go ahead and I'm going to mute my mic. We're going to be doing some singing here with the national anthem. So let me get the camera all lined up here. Girls are down there in the lower right-hand corner. It looks like they'll be singing. So I'll mute me, and you guys can enjoy the national anthem here.
Let us all work together in making all high school activities a positive experience. By being courteous and respectful to all players and officials, we can help assure high school activities are indeed the other half of education. We would ask that you now please rise, remove your hats, place your hand over your hearts as SVHS students Ariane Peterson and Addison Seehofer sing the national anthem.
I think we're going to go ahead and get starters announced here. Make sure that I got the volume turned up a little bit. Hopefully you can hear me. All the little meters are blinking, so I think we're good to go. Okay, so we're not announcing starters. That's right, we don't do that here. We're going to go ahead and get the girls to take the floor. Here in the opening match of this evening's September 30th Triangular. Let me make some quick adjustments here to this scoreboard overlay. Pop that out of there. Get that out of the way. We don't need that for right now. Looks like we got R2 down here, making sure everybody's okay with all the coaches are ready, all the players are ready. I believe we've got Jerry on R2 and Tina up on the stand tonight. Opening up, serving was Keeley. Hard attack from, and I'm just going to call out numbers because I don't know the names of the Hoisington girls. So hard attack by number 25, and that one went long out of bounds. Keeley's going to continue to serve, and she's going to go just left of center there off the S and Vikings. That one catches the tape but makes it way over. Keeley on the dig, tight on the net there, but Eiley gets that one bopped over. Here comes a swing from number 25, and that's a block by Cameron Ryan and Eiley DeBar, excuse me. Turn that down a little bit. This is just a little loud. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Keeley, another serve. Swing from number 19, 18. Can't tell there. Oh, and our 18 gets on that. Cameron Ryan puts that one away. I'm going to do a little Smoky Valley rewind on that, see if that's working okay. Nice kill there by Cameron Ryan. Keeley freezing, continuing to serve. That one's going to go long out of bounds. So Hoisington with their first serve of the match. And 25. Keeley with a back set over to Kinsley Haxton, who's blocked at the net. That pulls Hoisington Cardinals back to within one. Nice serve. Going to be too tight to handle there, and that's going to be an ace. Get my roster flipped around here. See if I can get that. That's Kelsey Meyer serving there, serving that ace up. Trista Spittler on the serve receive, having a tough time containing it, getting a good pass on that. So the ball must have a lot of movement. From this angle, it's really tough to tell what that ball is doing. But it must be doing something because our girls are having some trouble with that. Tight on the net, overpass, put it into the tape. Overpass from Alexis Gordon again. That's another ace serve. Cardinals starting to get a little bit of separation already here. They've gone on a 5-0 run. Eiley, Keeley, back over to Eiley. Eiley gets that rolled over, and that one's going to drop in the hole, right in the donut hole. And Vikings get the kill on the Eiley DeBear roll shot. Maybe it was a push. I don't know. Didn't have a lot of roll on it. Timing wasn't quite where they wanted it, but it was effective enough. She made the nice adjustment. Was able to get that up over the blockers and drop it down. Oh my goodness! And that was an ace serve from Alexis Gordon. I think that was Alexis. She's not getting the ball. Excuse me. No, that was Kinsley Haxton serving. Ace serve from Kinsley. See if she can do it again. This time they get that one up. That one's going to be a tight on the net. They dig it out of the net, and R2 is going to say that as they were trying to dig it out of the net, she caught the bottom tape, and that attacker is going to give Smoky Valley a 1-point advantage. Kinsley Haxton again. Nice serve, picked up by 18 in the back row. Here comes a swing from 19. Keeley sets up Trista Spittler, and they get a nice block on that. Check that on the replay here. Trista, and then Kinsley comes swooping in, trying to keep it alive, and pancakes out, but can't keep the ball off the floor. We're tied at 6. Got a substitution. Number 22 is checked in. That's Reese Vaughn for the Cardinals. Alexis on the serve receive. Off-speed shot picked up. And they're going to say that one's in. Nice swing there. I believe that was Sophie. Sophie Simic. Rock solid serve there. Rock solid attack, down that left line. Keeley with a cross-court attack, pin to pin. It's dug up. Swing at the middle this time, and that's going to be a block. I'm partial to middles. Gotta love it when the middles get a good block on. Nice serve there by Cameron Ryan. Brenna Flax is checked into the front row. Eiley, Keeley, tight on the net. Brenna can't get to it in time, and that's going to be a passing error. Hoisington with a 1-point lead here in the opening set. Sophie Simic with a nice hard serve there. Drop barely dug up out of the back. Eiley with a back row attack. Kind of a back set. I'm not sure. That thing went straight up in the air. They adjust, and it makes it over. Trista Spittler has to roll that shot over. Here comes a swing. That's going to hard. Nice dig, though. Keeley gets that passed up. Trista with a free ball now. Hoisington gets queued up. Passing not quite where it needed to be, and she attacked it right into the net. So Eiley DeBar serving for the Vikings. Nice serve, just cleared the tape. Swing from 13 out of the back row. Eiley pops that one up, and that one's going to go all the way and make it to the wall. Nice attack there. So Sophia Simic moving back to serve now for the Cardinals. Beautiful jump serve, thundering in here on the court. Kinsley Haxton with an outstanding dive to keep that ball alive. Rushes back into position and then digs that one up. Here comes another hard attack. Get a partial block on it. Keeley. Trista gets that one rolled over. Eiley. Keeley sets it up. Swing from Trista. Gets through the blockers. Point Vikings. Trista Spittler with a serve. Just bounces it off the tape there. Swing from 25, and that one gets by the blockers. Cameron Ryan stretched out for that one, trying to keep it up, but nothing doing as it finds its way to the floor on our side of the net. Number 15, Bryn Tarleton's checked in now for the Cardinals. She'll be serving. High serve. Eiley awkwardly gets a pass on that, and Keeley keeps it alive. Vikings, scrappy play, keeping that going. And that one gets right over. No block attempt on that. Good execution by the Cardinals. Tarleton continuing to serve. Eiley on the receive. Keeley sets up Kinsley Haxton, gets it pushed over. Gonna set up an attack out of the middle, and that one squeaks through Brenna Flax's arms. It was a nice kill. She's not turning. There we go, 25. What's her name? Oh, that's the Kelsey Meyer girl. Nice kill by Kelsey Meyer. Kinsley gets that one poked over. Little nice little pass there, and they're going to say that Vikings touched the ball. It was long, but apparently we made some contact with it, as it just about got Carrington Haxton over there, who's line judging for us. Tarleton continuing to serve. Vikings looking to break this. Kinsley gets that one rolled over, and she does. She puts it away, bounces it off the top of the tape, and then drops right on the ankles of the blockers. The back row collapsed, but couldn't get to it in time. Vikings finally break that serve. And Alexis Gordon is going to move back. Libero for the Vikings. She gets a hold of that one. Nice serve. Swing from number 13, and going to say that that one's in. A little bit of confusion, maybe. Yep. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and say that that one was in on the line. I think Carrington called that one on the line, and she was R1 just going for it. So we continue on. Keeley with a nice pass over to Cameron Ryan. Doesn't get any mustard on it, but it does get over to the net. Oh, and that's a beautiful block there by Cameron Ryan on the middle. Nice little double block there. Caught that with her left hand. Was able to put that back down. Great job by the Vikings. Keeley with a serve. Picked up by Libero in the back row. Pushed over. Kind of a free ball situation now. Sets up Kinsley. She's going to put that one down. Kinsley hacks it with a nice kill for the Vikings. Great ball placement there. Hitting around the blockers and bringing it down inbounds on the opposite side of the court. Keeley. Comes an attack out of the back row. Sophie had too much on that one. And that one brings the Vikings back to within one. Keeley freezing again. Nice serve. Picked up by Libero. Swing this time off the left. And Alexis Gordon not able to contain it. That thing was a rocket. Absolutely blasted it. Kind of had survival skills setting in there. Just poor Alexis there, taking it off the shoulder. So Keeley collecting the ball from below the bleachers. Finally got it out. Here comes the serve. Keeley dumps it on the second pass. They pick it up. Swing from number 19 this time. Timing not quite where the Cards would have liked it. So that breaks the Kelsey Meyer serve, and Kinsley Haxton's moving back for the Vikings to go. Swing from Sophie this time, bounces it off the tape. R1 saying did not make contact with our side of the net, went all into the tape. So I don't know, I couldn't tell from the replay. Just like at home, my opinion doesn't matter here. That one also went to the tape. They're gonna say that she touched it. I didn't see it that way. That one I had a little bit better angle on. You'll have to replay that one at home. I can't go back that far on my little replay system. So serve coming from number 22, Reese Vaughn. Tough serve receive. Keeley's trying to keep it alive, and it ends up in the crowd here. Tom Haxton, almost the recipient of a little souvenir. He kicks it back out so we can continue play. Alexis Gordon on the serve receive. Goodness gracious, that is a deceptive serve. Talk about keeping us out of system. And that's going to lead to a Vikings timeout here. Coach Schneider wants to get the girls reset a little bit as we're nearing that 20 mark. We're going always that first to 20 is like what we like to say here in the volleyball world. So if we can get things back together a little bit here and get a good pass on that serve, that'll help us a little bit. See Halstead starting to trail in over here. Just to remind you all, Halstead and Hoisington will be playing at the end of this match. So Halstead is just arriving. They're going to be getting ready to go. Then, of course, following that match, we'll have Smoky Valley High School versus Halstead. So again, coming out of the timeout, Reese Vaughn continuing to serve. Alexis Gordon on the serve receive. Nice pass to Keeley. Back set over to Eiley. Eiley gets on that, and that's going to go long out of bounds. Right idea. Everything's starting to come together a little bit. Just need to finish that out. And Hoisington looking for their 20th point here. Keeley sets up Trista Spittler, and she gets that one down between the blockers and the net. Nice swing there by Trista. Got it right where it needed to be. And she finally breaks that Cardinal serve. It's Cameron Ryan's going to move back. Hard serve. That one's going to go long out of bounds. Easy call for line judge Lauren Doak over there on the far side. Line judging for two is what I like to say. We were laughing about that at a meeting the other night. Sophie. Nice serve. Free ball situation now for the Cards. Swing this time. Holy cow, she brought it. Put that one down. I'm sorry, that's not Sophie with the serve. That is Mila. It's her sister. Mila or Mila? I'm sorry, Simics. So there was a nice little roll shot there by Trista. Getting that dropped in right where it needs to be. Vikings not going away here in the opening set. They trail by 4. And they're looking to get a little bit of momentum here. Eiley DeBars moved back to serve. Jump serve. Beautiful jump serve. Dropped it in. Overpass. And Trista Spittler's right there to put that one down. Good heads up there play there by Trista. Put that right back down in the Cardinals' face. So Eiley again with that jump serve, excuse me. Picked up by Libero in the back. Here comes a swing from 13 this time, and that one gets by. And that Wilkins able to put that one down right in front of Cameron Ryan. And now Sophie will be serving. There's another jump serve, and that one's tough to contain. That led to an overpass and put it in the net. So that's a Sophie Simic ace serve. That's going to be another timeout for the Vikings. take a little time out here too, I think. Get a quick sip of Dr. Pepper here. My voice is still a little sore from yelling at volleyball this weekend in Kearney. Pardon my sips. All right. Coming out of this timeout, Sophie with that flying jump serve. Nice dig, nice serve receive by Cameron Ryan. Brenna gets a pass over to Trista, who tries to push it pin to pin, but can't get it over the net. So this will be set point for the Cardinals. Cardinal Nation starting their clap. Nope, a little bit of, had some mopping to do there on our side of the floor. So we're gonna get our traction. Cameron, nice job. Sets up Brenna. She gets that one round and through. Outstanding serve. Great on the serve receive. Keeley to Brenna, and she puts it down. So set point again. Trista Spittler with the serve. Off-speed attack. Back row digs it up. Keeley with a heads-up play. Oh boy, that was outstanding. Great play on both sides of the floor. Keeley dumps it on the second pass, and then they push it right back into the corner, keep it in bounds. And Cards win 25-19 in the opening set. Let me update this scoreboard right quick. I'll be right back, and we'll continue on with the second set. Let's do it this way. Whoops. How does that look with all caps, guys? That looks a little better. I like the wins in the lowercase. Trying new things, guys. So between sets here for the uninitiated, my name's Mike Rose. I'm the tech director here at Smoky Valley. I'm a girl dad. We got 2 daughters, and we have consumed a lot of volleyball. Both of them are volleyball players at collegiate level. Allison played at Pratt Community College and at Avila University, and then Abby is playing right now at University of Kearney, Nebraska. So. Or University of Nebraska, Kearney. Jeez, UNK. Anyway, yeah, so I've been doing a live stream here for quite a while. I also did live streams for Abby's club team, which was Fight Club in Wichita, and one of the younger Fight Club teams, a couple years ago, a 15s team went to Orlando, and they asked me to go and live stream those games, and there was a young Sophie Simic playing on that team. So that's how I know Sophie. I don't know many others over there, and I don't know that I met her sister. If I did, I don't remember. Sorry. Again, Simics. Is it Mila or Mila? I don't know. And I don't see anybody from Hoisington around here that I can ask. Outstanding players, both of them. Outstanding kids. So opening up set 2. Keeley cross court over to Cameron Ryan, who gets that pushed over. Trista on the dig. Keeley dumps it on the second pass. Libero keeps it alive. Free ball situation now for the Vikings. Oh no, that's going to go out of bounds. Great heads up play there. And Vikings pick up the first point. Need to fix that scoreboard. Keeley with the serve. Nice set over to Simic, and she puts that one down. Oh, whoops. Gotta get the buttons right, guys. Sorry. pushing for a replay, and I didn't get it. All right. Reese Vaughn is checked in, the sophomore. Nice serve. Eiley. Tough pass by Cameron. Eiley attack out of the back row. Picked up. Nice. Putting it right where they ain't. Good job by the young Simic. Hard serve by Vaughn. Picked up. Tight on the net. Keeley keeps it alive. Cameron Ryan pushes it over. Free ball now for the Vikings. Let's see what they cook up. Alexis, Keeley, back set over to Eiley. Eiley gets on top of that. They cover. Swing this time from Sophia, and she puts that one down. Good execution by the Cardinals there. Good defense, keeping the ball alive, and then they put it away. Vaughn with a hard serve. May have floated out. We keep it alive. Swing this time from Cameron Ryan, and that one goes long out of bounds. That leads to Cardinals' 4th point here, as they are already starting to sprint out to a little bit of a lead here. Oh, tough serve there. Good adjustment there by Eiley, keeping it alive. Kinsley Haxton with the free ball now over. Sets up the young Simic again. Vikings doing everything they can. Good scrappy play, keeping that play going. But the older Simic says enough of this. Puts it down. So lots of weapons over here on the Cards team. Tough rotation for the Vikings to break. Reese Vaughn continuing to serve. Trista Spittler with an attack out of the back row. It went right into the right into the net. Would not have mattered because Simic was there ready to put that one down. Oh, wow. Great hustle play there. Nice off-speed attack. Drops it right in the donut hole. Excuse me. Pardon my cough. Libero can't get to it in time. And Vikings finally break that serve. Kinsley Haxton's going to move back to serve for the Vikings. Right down the middle. Picked up by middle and by Libero there. Here comes a swing by Sophia. Alexis picks that one up. Keeley over to the left pin. Timing not quite right. Trista Spittler had the right idea. She was smelling blood on that one. Tried to put it away. Just couldn't make the contact. Cardinals with a 5-point advantage here in set 2. Simic with a hard serve. Not jumping quite as high as her older sister. Trista gets on that. They cover. Back set. Pushed over by number 13. Here comes a swing by Cameron Ryan. Saw what she was trying to do. Trying to go with an off-speed attack there, but didn't make it over the net. That ends up on the Vikings side, and Cardinals are starting to run away with this second set. Nice jump serve, Kinsley, Keeley, Trista rolls it over. They cover. Comes attack again from the left pin. And that one goes into the tape, I think. I couldn't tell if we got a block on that. You guys be the judge. We might have got a hand on that one to keep it contained over on their side of the floor. So Cameron Ryan has moved back to serve. Nice hard serve. Just cleared the tape. Attack out of the middle, and Brenda Flax right there ready for it. It sniffed that one out. Here comes another attack from our left pin this time. They pick it up. Nice swing by Trista. Trista on the dig. Keeley. Eiley. Eiley gets that one rolled over. She keeps that alive somehow. Clears the antenna. Keeps it in bounds. Great job. Good blocking at the net. It is turning into a Smoky Valley block party here. Keeley. Eiley over to Trista. Off speed and gets it rolled over. Finds the way to the floor. Vikings pick up the point on the Trista Spittler kill. Eiley DeBar, high serve this time. Libero keeping it alive. Here comes a swing from 13. Keeley back over to Trista, tries to roll it. Oh, timing just not quite where it needed to be. Again, right idea. I love that we're going with these off-speed attacks here. They're so effective and they're tough to defend. just need to get that timing down just a little bit to where it rolls off that palm and drops on the other side of the net. Goodness gracious, a thundering serve again from Sophie Simic. High jump serve. That one's inbounds. I think that's going to be timeout as we get the ball collected up here. So timeout, Vikings. See if I can get some of these other names right. 13 is Kinley Wilkins. Kept missing that. So I will try to lock that one and commit that to memory. So following this match, Halstead will come out and get warmed up, and then it'll be Halstead versus Hoisington for match 2 this evening. And to close out the night, we'll end up with Halstead playing Smoky Valley. So lots of volleyball action, like I said, for the evening. If you are here in town or anywhere nearby, you guys really should come out and check out the tailgate. After Prom is running some pork nachos. They look delicious. I'm not sure how much they cost or anything, but I know that they're pulled pork nachos. So smoked pork from Steve Alstead and nachos of cheese and all the fixins. And it is a heaping helping of delicious nacho goodness. So come on out if you can. So R2 saying that we were out of rotation. A little bit of confusion here by the girls. And he's going to clear this up with the scorers table, I think. A little bit of, yep, he's asking for just a second. He's going to do some quick math here at the scorers table and make sure that everybody's where they're, or at least he's documented where everybody's supposed to be. So Cardinals with that 8-point lead right now. Absolutely taken off with it. It's going back out onto the floor and talking through it a little bit with the girls. Coach Snyder listening intently. So girls are doing a little do-si-do here. Get everybody in the right spot. And R2 is explaining the situation to Coach Schneider. So no objections from Coach Schneider. I think he's just ready to move on. As we all are. Oh, still a little more clarification here at the scorers table. Got to get the libero tracker recalibrated here. There's so much stuff that goes into these volleyball matches. And it's stuff that I never learned. I just watch and yell at people. So all kinds of inside rules and stuff that these girls get experience with, especially if they play club ball and stuff like that. So, all right, getting that cleared up. Sophie with a hard serve there. She didn't cool off any. Vikings keep the ball alive. Back set. Keeley dumps it on the second pass. Swing from 25, pushes to the corner. Kinsley ready for that one. Here comes a swing from Trista. Gets that one rolled over. She swoops in right at the last second. Gets that one pushed over just in time and breaks that Sophie Simic serve. Eiley DeBar going to move back to serve now for the Vikings. Tough overpass. Brenna Flax and Keeley, they were ready for it. Put that one back down. I don't know which one of them got the hand on it. They both had an opportunity. Thought they were fighting for it. Eiley with a nice serve. Going to be, an attack out of the back row. She is such a weapon. Good elevation. puts that one down. Here comes a swing from 25 now. Bryn doing a nice job, and they're going to say that Hoisington was in the net. Marley Brewer was in the net on that, according to, was she out there? Maybe it was 6. Maybe that's who they, Addie Hanslick was in the net. Couldn't see who they held up. Oh boy, timing not quite where it needed to be for the Cardinals, as the Vikings are starting to reel them in here a little bit. Taking advantage of the momentum. Eiley, nice hard serve, tight on the net. Free ball situation for the Vikings now. Keeley sets up Brenna Flax, who gets on top of that. That's going to be a Brenna Flax kill. She ricochets that one off the blockers and pins the ball between the blockers and the net. Falls on their side of the floor. Vikings pick up the point. They're back to within 3. Eiley takes that one into next week. Hits it into the backcourt. So that breaks that serve, gives the Cardinals back another 4-point advantage. Bryn Tarleton's checked in. Kesslin Addie's checked out. Did I get that right? Cameron on the dig, got it out of the net. Keeley dumps it on that second pass. Nice dig by Cameron Ryan. Sets up Trista Spittler, and she gets a hold of that one. Girls doing a nice job hitting that into the blockers, and blockers really don't have an opportunity to do much with it as they get that ball slipped down between them and the net. Nice hard attack. Eiley digs it up. Ball still alive. Nice job by Kinsley Haxton to get that out of the net and keep it going. Oh, no, and that one off the blockers. We were kind of back on our heels, it felt like a little bit there, and just a smidge out of system. Didn't get the timing quite right. So libero, number 3, Maya Noctical. Whoops, excuse me. Trista has moved into the back row. She picks that one up, and Kinsley tries to get a hold of it, and nothing doing. Timing wasn't quite where it needed to be, and it glanced off of her hand and into the net. So Noctical again. Kinsley this time pushes it over. Oof. Nice hard serve. They're going to say it's out of bounds. I felt like there was a touch there. Nobody's signaling that. And I didn't get the replay button pushed in time, but I'm pretty sure that we got some contact. I think everybody else missed it, but my opinion doesn't matter. Alexis Gordon pushed that one long. I think if you were a Cardinal fan, you would say the ball never lies. Nice hard serve, Alexis Gordon. Kinsley, nice off-speed attack. They keep it, push it over. Cameron Ryan says, no, you take it. Hot potato going on out there on the floor tonight. You get it pushed over to us, and Cameron Ryan just pushes it where they ain't. So outstanding job there. Good court vision there by Cameron Ryan. Put that one down. Keeley with a nice serve. That's going to be an ace by Keeley Friesen. Timing just not quite where the Cardinals wanted that. Keeley again. Nice serve. This time it drifted a little left, and they keep that one going. Oh, and that one gets over the blockers. Back row not able to pick that one up. Nice swing by the Cardinals. I didn't see which one got that. Okay, who's out? 15 is out. Bryn Tarleton's out. Let's see. Brinley Schrimmer's out. I'll try to get who's in here in just a second. I'm probably not going to get it. Cameron. It's that one pushed over. Nice attack out of the back row there off that 10-foot line, 9-foot line, but nothing doing as it goes into the net. Kinsley Haxton with a nice hard serve. Free ball situation for the Vikes now. Keeley sets up Trista Spittler. She gets on top of that. No touch. And it goes wide out of bounds. Cardinals pick up the point. Off-speed serve this time, high arching serve. We make the adjustment, and it works out for the Vikings. Alexis Gordon doing a nice job rushing in there, but staying in control. When you've got that momentum going, it's real easy to put that ball in the net, but she popped it right where it needed to be. Got a good pass on that. Vikings decided to let Hoisington deal with it, and they could not keep it off the floor. So Simic absolutely blasting that one through the blockers. Up and over Brenna Flax's hands, and it falls in our backcourt. Sophie with that high thundering serve. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at this. Doing a jump up limbo and did not get hit in the face. So good job staying out of the way of that one, because it was a laser beam. And that attack a little too much on it. So we had a service error and then an attack error, and the Vikings are back to within 2 here in set 2. Eiley DeBar serving from the VI in Vikings. Picked up in the back row. Timing not quite. Vikings trying to make some adjustments there. Everybody was a little bit out of sorts, it felt like, on that one. Addie hands look out. Who else is coming out? Oh, Reese Vaughn. Sorry, guys. Bryn Tarleton serving. Here we go. Cameron Ryan. Keeley sets up Brenna, and she gets on top of that, puts it away. It's a Brenna Flax kill. That was inbounds. I'm sorry I didn't get the camera turned in time, but it was inbounds. Great play by the Vikings there. Trista Spittler winds up and serves. Nice set, swing from 25. Nice kill there by Kelsey Meyer. Meyer. Sorry if I'm getting that wrong. Serve from Noctical Libero. Oh, Brenna gets on that. She was smelling blood, but went wide left. Didn't get on top of it like she needed to. Got a lot on it, but just left a crater in the floor, but went a little too wide. So timeout, Vikings. Take a little break here and see if they can stem the tide. So Halstead's off to the right here, underneath the scoreboard, warming up a little bit. As Coach Schneider's going over some footwork. Following this set, or following this match, excuse me, Halstead will warm up, and I will cool down a little bit. I'm going to take a break, and we'll probably just do a static camera on the next match. You won't have to listen to me, thankfully. And I'll go see if I can get some pork nachos rounded up, if there's any left. If not, it may be peanut M&Ms. Either way, they're delicious. So coming out of the timeout, Maya Noctical again with the serve. 5'5" senior from Hoisington. High serve. Haley DeBar picks it up. Keeley over to Kinsley. Kinsley gets on top of that, partially blocked. They cover. Cameron, Keeley, Kinsley. Nice shot. The Vikings pick up the point, break that serve. So Brenna Flax with the serve now. That one goes wide left out of bounds. Nice aggressive serve. Cleared the tape, but just went a little wide left on her. Just floated. So Hoisington, 2 points away from closing out the match. Alexis Gordon on the serve receive. Keeley to Cameron Ryan, who hits that into the net, and this will be match point now for the Hoisington Cardinals. Serve cover for Meyer. Keeley dumps it on the second pass. They keep it alive, dig it out of the net, and that one's going to go out of bounds. Girls were all over that one. So Vikings still alive here in set 2. Keeley Friesen's going to move back to serve. Almost an ace. They somehow keep it alive. Off-speed attack by Cameron Ryan. They pick it up. Here comes a hard attack this time off the tape. It's dug up by Alexis Gordon. Keeley over to Kinsley. Kinsley gets that rolled over. They somehow keep it going. Free ball now. Oh, goodness. Libero to libero. Back and forth. A little bit of ping pong here. Really soft attacks. I'm surprised at the play here. Here's a swing. There we go. That put her down. So both teams a little bit out of system. And just looking for that opportunity to put the ball down. Hoisington, the first team to find that opportunity and take advantage. So they win second set 25-20 and win the match 25-19, 25-20. I'm going to update the scoreboard, change some things around a little bit here, and like I said, you won't have to listen to me. So, give you guys a little bit of a break. All right. That all fits. Okay. All right. Pop that out a little bit. See everything you need to see, and I think I'm going to go ahead and just switch it over to the ambient microphone for right now, and I'll catch up with you guys here in just a little bit. I should say that I may have to mute this. I think we're going to play some music. Yeah, if we're going to play music, I'm going to mute this so YouTube doesn't flag me for copyright. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn down the volume right now between matches, and when we get going on the second match, I'll go ahead and get the microphones turned back on. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. We'll talk to you here in just a few. That was an exciting finish there between Hoisington and Halstead. I think now we're going to get ready for a little presentation honoring Miss Keeley Friesen on her 1,000 assists. I think that's what we got, 1,000 assists. Oh, here comes the JV. Here's Coach Schneider.
We'd like to do a really quick presentation. So we'd like to take a moment to recognize our senior setter, Keeley Friesen. Keeley has been a 3-year varsity starter for us. She was a libero her sophomore year, then moved to center the past 2 seasons. Keeley recently reached the milestone of 1,000 career assists. She's actually now at 1,051 coming into tonight. So we'd like to congratulate our senior setter, Keeley Friesen.
We get a little bit of warm-up here for the Vikings as they warm up to take on Halstead here in the final match of tonight's triangular. I'm going to update the scoreboard here. Oh, okay. There goes the boss. What's going on? Oh, we've got a cake raffle here. After Prom was doing a cake raffle.
Paisley Beaker.
I'm going to update the scoreboard while that's going on.
Winner number 3 is...
Oh, whoops, I got that backwards.
Vaughn Bird.
There we go. Scott Lee taking lots of cake home tonight. He can have his cake and eat it too. His dad getting Ryland's cake. Gonna help out.
Dwight Swisher. Grant Williams.
Halstead having a great evening. Some high-powered volleyball on both sides of the floor there, especially in that second match versus Halstead. So congratulations to the Hoisington Cardinals on winning this evening's triangular. We still have one more varsity match to get underway here, and I think JV's still going on. Check that. Because if it's not, I need to shut the camera off. Oh, gosh. If you go to live.smokybelly.org, that's what I'm doing on my phone. Go to live.smokybelly.org and hit the Junior Varsity live stream, and you can see what's going on. Looks like it's 10-8 right now in the second set. in Smoky Valley versus Halstead. So you can pop over there while you're waiting for our girls to warm up. Looks like we've got about 10 minutes left before they haven't even started the clock yet. Looks like they're going to do shake the hands here, flip the coins, all that stuff. Looks like Tess Williams and Catherine Engel both flipping the coin for Halstead, and that'd be Trista Spittler and Eiley DeBar for the Vikings. Of course, Coach Schutte for the Halstead Dragons, and Coach Schneider for the Vikings here. All smiles coming out of the coin toss. Sorry, getting a little shaky here with the camera. So, like I mentioned in the last match, or the first match for the Vikings, it's a busy week of volleyball. We've got today's triangular, and the girls get a day off tomorrow, and then Thursday they're right back here, and it's senior night for the Vikings. I didn't realize that was the last home match, so that'll be senior night for our girls. And we'll be taking on Chapman and Nickerson, respectively, on Thursday, starting at 5 o'clock. You can tune in to live.smokyvalley.org. Or you can just come on out and honor our seniors just like we're going to be here. So, following the match on Thursday, the triangular on Thursday, we got home football versus Heston. Down at Anderson Field, or Anderson Stadium, excuse me. And then on Saturday, volleyball is back at it again. So again, they played last Saturday, and now it's Tuesday, and then Thursday, and then next Saturday. JV will be going to Abilene, and varsity will be going to Belle Plaine, both for tournaments. And I hope to have, I think I've got links on live.smokyvalley.org for those tournaments. I'm not sure. You never know what kind of coverage you're going to get out of a tournament type scenario. We do our best to make sure all games and courts are covered, so it's kind of at least a watchable experience. I can't say the same for some other schools, so it may be hit or miss. Keep in mind you get what you pay for, just like with this live stream. And yeah, if you really want to see our kids play, I would suggest you get out there and cheer them on in person, because they need all the help they can get with all the rowdiness. Check my sound levels here. There we go. Hopefully the audio is okay. I don't have a real good way of checking audio while I'm doing the broadcast, so hopefully this isn't sounding too crackly and clipped and horrible. I mean, hopefully it's as good as it can given the person doing the talking. So I was able to get a little bit of time while we were waiting for that last match to finish up, the Halstead-Hoisington match. Went through some of Halstead's roster here. The roster that I have has double numbers for everybody, so their JV must have the same numbers but different names, obviously. They had to figure out who's who and all that, but I think I can read through this now. Got everybody crossed off that made sense to me. And then, you know, if I'm wrong, again, you get what you pay for. You never know. So for the Halstead Dragons, their roster is rounded out with number 0, Danica Ewer, who's a 5'7" senior. Number 1, Thea Bays, who is a 5'5" senior. Number 2, Leah Johnson, who's a 5'5" freshman. Number 3 is Bailey Bernal. She's a 5'10" junior. Number 4 is Annie Williams, a 5'8" sophomore. Number 10 is a 5'8" senior, Catherine Engel. And then number 12 is a 5'8" senior, Ainsley Farmer. And number 21 is a 5'8" junior, Tess Williams. And finally, number 22 is a 5'7" junior, Jordy Schroeder. And hopefully I'm getting that right. It's spelled Schroeder, but it may be pronounced Schrader. I've seen it both ways. For the Vikings, we've got a 5'2" senior libero, Alexis Gordon, going down the list here. We got number 11, a 5'10" senior, Trista Spittler. Number 12 is a 5'5" junior, Kinsley Haxton. Number 14 is a 5'6" senior, Eiley DeBar. Number 16 is a 5'6" senior, Keely Friesen. Number 18 is a 5'8" junior, Cameron Ryan. And who else am I missing here? There's number 25, a 5'10" sophomore, Brenna Flax. And I think that's all of them. Going down through the roster here for the varsity squad. Looks like we've got just a few minutes left. I need to do a little bit of maintenance on one of the other cameras. Bear with me, please. All right, got that done. Looks like we've got 28 devices connected. That's great. We had looks like we peaked out at 43 devices there in that Halstead-Hoisington match. So glad a lot of people were able to tune in and enjoy that. It really was a great match. There was some heavy arms swinging in that. So a lot of fun. It was close. Check out the JV court, see how we're doing over there. Get my computer to behave. There we go. Looks like they're about to wrap it up. I've got 24-17 in the second set. Well, I'm not sure who won the first set. Yeah, it looks like 24-17 over on the other court. I do know that they are ahead of us, though, because we went 3 sets in that second match here, in the Hoisington-Halstead match. So yes, it does look like that they have finished up over in the other gym. That'll make my life a little easier because I can shut down some of these cameras. do appreciate everybody tuning in, and hopefully you're getting in on YouTube. But if not, you might be watching on the Huddle fan site. I don't know that you'll hear me on the Huddle fan site, so maybe you can hear me on right next to the Huddle camera. So you might be able to hear me a little bit talking. But yeah, if you go to live.smokeyvalley.org, folks, you can see another version of the live stream. Go ahead and button up that other court right quick and get her shut down. All right, I think we got that one. Yep, all done. So that event has ended. I need to put that on the Huddle live stream as well. There we go. Now we are getting ready for our varsity final match of the evening here. And the first triangular of the week. Halstead versus Smoky Valley. Oh, I forgot to update this. Here, I'll just test the timeout button. Had to get Halstead changed from Hoisington to Halstead, so hopefully that works. There's the Smoky Valley timeout banner. Get that retracted. I think we're good to go, guys. Excuse me. Looks like we got a little bit of a student section here in the second Smoky Valley match. Looks like Jerry's going to be our R2, and Tina will be up on the stand as R1. Jerry and Tina, both longtime officials here for Keisha. They do a great job since Jenica has done some officiating and is so involved with club stuff. I mean, we know Tina from club, and Jerry, of course, from all the events he's officiated. He just does great work. So we are in good hands from the officiating standpoint for sure. So Tina already beckoning for the serve, and we're underway here in the last match of the evening. That's going to end up with a Halstead point. A nice kill from number 10, Catherine Engel, taking it down that left line. Mike's not able to cover. Libero, Danica, you are going to go ahead and open up serving for the Dragons. Keeley, awkward pass. Oh, we got somebody new in there. Who is that? Came over from the JV game. Oh, no, it's not. No, that's Kinsley. I'm sorry, that's Kinsley. Kinsley Haxton. Ewer again with the serve. Trista Spittler on the receive. Keeley back set over to Cameron Ryan, and she puts it down. That's a Cameron Ryan kill. Gives the Vikings their first point here in set 1 of match 3. Kinsley Haxton moving back to serve. Picked up. Swing, hard swing, and it's blocked at the net. Gotta love that Smoky Valley block party there. Cameron Ryan puts that one back down on him. Kinsley, hard serve. That one's going to go long out of bounds. I don't know if you got that. I don't know where the replay was on that, but I feel like the cadence is moving things along a little quicker than we were in the last one. Kinsley with a diving serve receive. Keeps it alive, but that sets up Catherine Engel. She's going to town on the Vikings tonight. Dragons with a 2-point advantage. Serve coming from Annie Williams. Keeley sets up Trista Spittler, and that's going to go long out of bounds. Line judge Lauren Doak over there making the easy call. Annie Williams again with the serve. Kinsley Haxton diving serve receive. Keeley, Trista pushes it over, dug up by Engel. Swing coming out of the back row, gets over the blockers, and Thea Bays. No, I'm sorry, not Thea Bays, excuse me. Annie Williams, sorry, that was a 4, not a 1. Annie Williams puts that one away from the back row. So great job, and she's going to continue to serve. Gordon is checked in. She picked up that serve receive, and that Trista Spittler attack was too much, went wide right. And Dragons with a 3-point lead. Williams again with the serve. Haxton, Keeley, back set, over to Eiley. They get it, covered. Hard swing from number 12. I got to look it up, I'm sorry. Eiley over to Trista Spittler. They dig it up out of the back row. Free ball situation for the Vikings now. Oh, tough free ball. Alex Gordon has to come in, keep it alive. Gets dug out of the net, but goes wide left out of bounds. Dragons up by 6 now. Ainsley Farmer's that number 12 who got on top of that. And that's going to lead to a Viking timeout here early in the opening set. Nice to have a student section. Practice got out. A little welfare check for you parents who think that your kids are here. There they are. I mean, that's not all the kids. Obviously, we have kids other places. So if they're not there, I'm sure they're in the bathroom. All right, coming out of the timeout, Williams again with the serve. Oh, tough communication there. And that was a tough serve, frankly. She let the air out of it as it got over the net, and it fell right into the donut hole. We just couldn't collapse on it in time. So this one's a little bit harder. Kinsley Haxton, Keeley, over to Cameron Ryan, who gets on that and puts it away. So Vikings doing a good job there on that one, getting into system, getting some solid passes there and taking care of it. So Cameron Ryan, I think that's who that is there, right? Make sure I got that right. Yes, Cameron Ryan going back to serve. Picked up, nice. That is an ace serve as Bailey Bernal is not able to contain it. Cameron Ryan with a nice ace serve there. Ended up here in the crowd, just below my feet. Oh, just caught the tape, made its way over. Hard attack. Kinsley keeps it alive. Trista Spittler tries to roll. Get a roll shot on that. Just not quite where she needed to be. She was a little bit further off the net than she thought, and ended up rolling it right into the net. Oh my! And that ace serve, goodness, just caught the tape. We're gonna replay that one. Just caught the tape and about got Keeley in the back of the head. A nice serve by Catherine Engel, who's serving again. This time Trista Spittler picks it up. Keeley with a tight pass on the net. Overpass. Jordy Schroeder picked that one up and put it back down. So nice recognition there on the overpass. Able to elevate and get it pushed back down. Serve coming again from Engel. Kinsley, Eiley gets that one knocked over. Swing coming. Kinsley with a nice dig, though. A little bit of an overpass, ends up out of bounds. So swing was, sorry guys, Bernal, I believe. That was Bailey Bernal over there. Took that down the left line, and Kinsley Haxton tried to dig it up. Another swing, nice serve again from Engel. Trista gets on that one. Now that's going to be an overpass. They had an opportunity, and their feet got tangled up. They could not get on it. I think both of them were thinking they were going to go after that. I'm not sure what happened if Trista realized she was a back row player and couldn't get up on it. So that was a gift. That one got a little too close to the net there. But my goodness, I look up, and the Dragons have a 9-point advantage here in the opening set already. Eiley DeBar with the serve. Nice hard serve. Picked up. Here comes the swing down the left side. That's going to go wide left. Bailey Bernal blasted that one into the backcourt. Let's see if the Vikings can crawl out of this hole that they are in right now. And that is not going to help the situation too much. So it was nice to get that serve broke, though, and get out of that rotation. Gives the girls an opportunity to maybe start building some momentum a little bit here as we get a little different look from the Halstead squad. So Thea Bays is checked in, and she's serving. Keeley with a nice set to Brenna Flax, who gets on top of that. They dig it up. Swing from Bernal. We cover. Keeley, crossover to Trista. Trista gets on that, tries to deflect it out of bounds, bounce it off the blockers. Didn't end up going that way. That was a nice block by the Halstead front row there. Thea Bays again with the serve. Keeley dumps it on the second pass. They cover. Bernal this time puts some mustard on it, bounces it off the blockers, and it goes wide out of bounds. So Dragons dominating here in the opening set. Thea Bays continuing to serve. Long serve this time goes wide to her left, our right, well out of bounds. Made it easy for the Vikings to get out of the way. Trista Spittler's going to move back to serve. Hard serve, and she's just going to give it right back. So back-to-back service errors here on the floor. Jordy Schroeder with the serve. That's going to be 2 hits, kind of, on the receive as it ricocheted. Kinsley Haxton got a partial block on it, but the ball got pinned between her and the net and then fell down. So that's going to lead to a Viking timeout. Looks like we've got 41 devices connected. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Just checking some stats here and stuff, making sure everything's working like it should. So I thought Halstead might be a little tired after that grueling 3-set match that they just finished up against Hoisington, but they are showing no signs of not even a hint of being tired here. So They are just taking us to task, it seems. Brenna's going to push that one over. Swing from Bernal, taking it down that left line, and line judge Lauren Doak saying that one's in. So nice swing. The Dragons suddenly find themselves at 20 points. Schroeder again. Eiley, Keeley, Trista. I'm sorry, Kinsley, not Trista, Kinsley. And it's blocked. We're not able to cover. And the Dragons have the Vikings tripled up. Schroeder with a nice serve again. That's going to be an ace. Eiley DeBar struggling a little bit, trying to get down on that. Kind of scooting some things around. We're gonna clean some sweat up a little bit here. She felt like maybe she lost her footing and not able to lunge forward quick enough to get under that. So R2 Jerry getting down on the floor and taking care of it. Lost his pencil, got it taken care of. So he's a champ, taking care of that for us. Nice slide, back set slide. Brenna and Keeley there connecting. And that one's going to be inbounds again. Halstead Dragons having no trouble keeping the ball in bounds on these hard attacks. Schroeder continuing to serve. Eiley, Keeley to Kinsley, off the fingertips of the blockers. Swing from Bernal, excuse me. And that attack's going to go wide left out of bounds. And that's going to set up set point here for the Dragons. Jordy Schroeder with the serve. Keeley dumps it on the second pass. They cover. Soft attack off speed. Nice dig by Eiley to get that pushed over. Trista, dig. Keeley, Kinsley tries to push it over. It's covered. Little jousting at the net there, back and forth. Bit of a ping pong here. But that does set up the Dragons so they can put that one down. Dragons doing a very efficient job of handling the Vikings here in the opening set. Just a moment here, I'll update the scoreboard. I can find my entry. There he is. There we go. So we did a welfare check on our crowd. All you Halstead folks, now you can do a little check on your folks over there. Nice turnout. Halstead doing a nice job traveling. Hoisington did a great job traveling too. This is a fun volleyball atmosphere. It really is. We've played obviously a lot of volleyball here, and every court is unique. I know that, but I really like our court because we are close to the action, but we're not too close, and we're not right on top of it. And when the crowd gets into it, this place can really get rocking. It's a lot of fun to watch volleyball. Really good volleyball in. So. We have been seeing a lot of excellent volleyball this evening. Here's the home crowd. We got a whole other section up here. Looking good. All right. Vikings are out of the huddle here at the set break. I don't know if that's an actual term for volleyball, but I'm going to use it because it's the break between the sets. I know it's a tennis thing. I'm probably misusing it. But hey, it works. It makes sense in my brain. So getting some subs taken care of there as R2 is giving us the green light to make some changes there. So on the floor, it looks like Alex Gordon in the back row, Trista Spittler, Eiley DeBar. Coming around to us here on the near side would be Cameron Ryan, and then up at the net is Kinsley Haxton and Keely Friesen. So they're going to get their rotations in as Libero is going to come in. Ewer, the 5'7" senior, she'll be serving here in set 2, starting us out. Nice serve. Cameron Ryan starting things out strong. Oh, I missed the replay button. Sorry, guys. That was a great attack there, hitting it right where they're not. So great heads-up play there by Cameron Ryan. Nice passing there on the Vikes side. Keely with a nice hard serve. Oh, good. Nice swing there by number 10, Catherine Engel. I was hoping the serve would get them a little more out of sorts than that, but they took care of it. They know how to get that. They got soft hands when it comes to that initial serve. So putting it right where it needed to be. So Trista Spittler on the serve receive. Kinsley gets that poked over. Hard swing, partially blocked. Farmer gets on top of that one. Gets some good elevation and then blocks it right off of Cameron Ryan, deflects it out of bounds. And that one's going to go on the tape. Service error ties us up. Kinsley Haxton's going to move back to serve. Kinsley with a nice serve. Pick it up in the back row. Swing from Engel. Oh, Cameron Ryan. Oh, my goodness. That was dirty. Poking that back behind her. Nobody saw that coming. Outstanding court vision there. Getting that back and to her left. Fantastic. Oh, nice hard serve there attack by Engel. Vikings recover, though, on the Gordon dig. That one's a little more off-speed roll shot picked up. DeBar to Tristan Spittler, and she puts it down. Nice hard swing into the double block. And Vikings pick up the point, a 2-point advantage. Kinsley Haxton, gets a hold of that one and it floats out of bounds. So Catherine Engel, who's done such a great job on the front row, has moved to the back and will be serving. Keely with the back set over to Eiley, who has to kind of set it over. And Lauren Doak says that one's in. I couldn't see it. Camera was in my way. I trust Lauren Doak. She got it. Engel again. Hard serve this time. Kinsley Haxton picks it up. Keely with the back set over to Eiley. Eiley gets on top of it. Bailey Bernal trying to put a block on. Nothing doing as that one deflects out of bounds after the contact. Vikings with a 1-point advantage. Cameron Ryan with the serve. And they're going to call a rotation error. R2 down there. Seeing some issues with the way the girls were standing. Jerry's doing a nice job of explaining where the issue is and what she needs to do to correct it. And so they're working through that. Again, top-notch officiating here. They both do just such a great job. So it's a learning experience for us all, and those girls are getting better because of the work that these officials are doing. Cameron Ryan, hard serve, and oh no, and that one floats out of bounds. Everybody was just trying to get out of the way on that. Dragons back to with 1-1. Thea Bays is checked in, and she'll be serving. Who'd she check in for? Number 12, Ashley Farma. Okay. So Thea Bays with the serve, serving from that right corner. Takes it mid-court. Kinsley Haxton picks it up. Keeley over to Brenna Flax, who doesn't get what she wanted on it, but it was just right because it ended up being an off-speed attack, almost like a reverse roll shot. Had some backspin on that ball. And Vikings get the point on the Brenna Flax kill. Eiley DeBar moving back to serve. She'll be serving from the right side. Between the eye, right on the eye on Vikings. And that one's going to float long. Back-to-back service errors now for the Vikings. Girls ate their Wheaties here between matches. Jordy Schroeder has moved back, and she's going to put it in the net. So back-to-back service errors, one on each team. Just a little back and forth here. Trista Spittler's going to get a crack at the serve now. Nice serve, picked up out of the back row. Nice pass at the net. Wow, good cover. Brenna Flax had a partial block on it. Now she's going to get a swing on it. They dig it up out of the back row. Here comes a swing from Bernal. That one's going to go out of bounds on the deflection. A nice attack. Good job by good defense by the Dragons, turning that into a positive offense. Vikings still with a 1-point advantage. Bailey Bernal's moved back to serve. Hard serve. Ali DeBar picks it up. Keeley with a pass up to Kinsley Haxton. She puts that into the tape. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're going to say 4 hits. That's what I saw too. I don't think the Dragons made any contact on that whatsoever. So timing just a little bit off as Kinsley was trying to avoid the block and hit it into the tape. And we're tied at 8. Bernal continuing to serve for the Dragons. Hard serve again. Trista Spittler on the receive. Keeley sets up Brenna Flax in the middle. She gets on top of that, but they dig it up somehow. Tight pass on the net. Oh, no. Just all kinds of awkward there as the Dragons hot potato it over to us. And we're not able to get it popped up and get a good pass on it. So Dragons take the lead now here in set 2. Bernal, hard serve. Spittler trying to keep it alive. Oh boy, it's going to be a free ball now. Nice job for the Vikings. That was at least keeping it alive. Now we were way out of sorts there, and that allowed Catherine Engel to just get on top of it and put it away. So that free ball allows the team to get in the system, get some good passes and a play put together, and they took advantage and executed it beautifully. Soft serve this time, a little off-speed serve. Vikings not able to get it. Goodness, serving at will, that is some tricky stuff there. And Coach Schneider's going to go ahead and call a timeout. See if he can get his troops rallied as they have gone on I got to do some math, looks like about a 5 or 6-0 run right now. Take a little sip of water. So here, let's see if I can figure out how to turn this volume down on this. I got a different mixer up here, so bear with me. There we go. The whistle has been wetted. Vikings taking their time in the huddle, using every second of that timeout. Coming out of the timeout, Bernal's going to continue to serve. It's Kara Haxton, line judge Kara Haxton over there. Hands the ball to Bernal. Here comes the serve. Hard serve. That ball is still alive somehow. Outstanding job by the Vikings keeping that going. Cameron Ryan, Keeley, Kinsley up over the blockers. They dig it up out of the back row. Tied on the net. Free ball situation now. Eiley, Keeley, Brenna. Oh, a little bit of an overpass. Vikings recover. Oh, no, and Keeley. Right idea. Just a little bit too much on it. Love what she was doing with that. She'd like to have that one back for sure. The Dragons with a 4-point advantage. Bernal continuing to serve. Soft serve this time. Eiley DeBar could not get to it in time, as that's another ace. Vikings having a tough time in this rotation. Bernal serving at will right now. Hopefully her arm's starting to get a little tired. Not so. Trista Spittler picks that one up. Brenna gets it poked over. Bernal digs it up. That was a nice swing from Tess Williams. You can see the Bernal dig, and then it gets between Kinsley and the net and falls on our side of the floor. Dragons by 6 now. Hard serve, and that one's going to go long out of bounds. So, serve is finally broken. Alexis Gordon is checked in. With a nice serve. Oh, wow. Fantastic ball placement there by Catherine Engel. Just about a ball width inbounds. So had a lot of velocity on it, but somehow it dropped inbounds, painted that line. So great job as Danica Ewer is going to check in and serve, and she'll be serving from that far side, that left corner there. Gordon, Keeley, over to Cameron Ryan, who gets on that. They cover, overpass now. Keeley tries to bop it over. Yeah, they're going to say 2 hits as the block was kind of below the net. And so she hit it twice, or made 2 contacts on it, and that was a double hit. So by rule, so. Coach Schneider wanted that clarified a little bit. So Ewer again with the serve. Spittler on the receive. Gordon. Cameron Ryan has to set it over. Swing this time from Engel again. And Ryan gets on that, puts it away. Nice job by the Vikings getting into system there. Keeley Friesen's going to move back and serve for the Vikings. Nice serve. Oh, wow. That was a nice attack by Annie Williams. Great back set there. Goodness. Jordy Schroeder. Fantastic back set, setting up Williams. That's a tough pass. So, outstanding job there on the Dragon side. Oh, again with the service. Wow, another ace. Back row having trouble reading that serve. It must look like it has a lot of velocity on it, and again, the air just gets let out of it. So there's a service error, getting a little aggressive, hitting the net. They feel pretty comfortable doing that right now with now a 7-point lead. Kinsley Haxton's going to go ahead and serve. And a nice swing up over the blockers by Farmer. Again, another nice back set there by Schroeder. Engel's moved in the back row. She's serving. Gordon on the receive. Keeley sets over to Trista. Trista gets on top of that. They do cover. Here comes the the attack from gosh, who was that? Williams, excuse me. I think I moved the camera to it. Bernal didn't get what she needed to on it, trying to do a roll shot and put it in the net. So, sorry, I don't think I turned the camera in time. I looked down to get this roster thing figured out and missed the play. Sorry. Oh, man. Fantastic dig. Nice pass. Trista Spittler with a roll shot over. Nice little dump there. On the net, it's tight. Oh, no, they're going to say she was in the net. Okay, so the question is yeah, oh, man. I don't know if the ball made contact with the floor before her foot landed on the other side of the line. I don't know that she touched the net. I never saw the net shake, but pretty much irrelevant at this point. As we're moving on. Bays with a nice serve. And Brenna Flax puts that one into the net. Timing just off a little bit. Coach Schneider's going to call his last time out of the set. So as we finish up, or possibly finish up, this set, need to mention again that we've got more volleyball action coming up on Thursday. It's senior night. We'll be hosting Chapman and Nickerson. That's always a fun triangular. I don't know what the records are for Chapman and Nickerson, but I know that it's always fun. It's always fun to take on Nickerson. And Chapman always puts out a pretty good squad, so it'll be a lot of fun to see how we compete and how we square up against them. But it'll also be a nice chance for us to honor our seniors and for everything that they've done for the program throughout the last few years. 4 years, some of them 4 years. I don't know. Maybe some of them just came in. I don't know. But that again is Thursday. We'll start action at 5 p.m. I'll have live stream links at live.smokybelly.org. We'll be covering JV and varsity courts. So hope you guys can join in. If you can't be here, check it out online. Kinsley Haxon with an attack out of the back row. Nice swing, partially blocked by Tess Williams with the swing on that. Trista Spittler gets on that. Awkward hit, but it worked out. And that time, who was that? Didn't get a number on that. That was Bernal. Bernal got on top of that and put it away. So Dragons looking to button this up. Nice receive. Keeley with a tight pass on the net. A little too much, though, on the attack from Trista. There's not much she could do with that. She was doing good just to stay out of the net, frankly. Her momentum was carrying her, and she had to make a last-second adjustment. And doing so kind of launched the ball a little bit further than she wanted to. So Bernal again with a nice serve. Oh, boy, overpass. She put that one right back down. Oof. So this will be match point. Bays with the serve. Tough receive. Ball still alive. Vikings not going away. Swing from Williams. It's covered. Kinsley with an attack out of the back row, and it floats long. And Vikings fall 12-25. So Halstead wins 25-7, 25-12. JV over here. Halstead JV reminding us that they did win. So coach is visiting a little bit. And I think that'll do it. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks again. Seriously, thanks everybody for tuning in and cheering on your kiddos. Do it again. Again, if you can't be here on Thursday, tune in to live.smokybelly.org and cheer from afar. We can hear you. You might have to yell a bit louder. Just holler, and we can hear you. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. So have a good evening.